Welcome to Living a Healthy, Vibing Life podcast. I'm your host, Harold Chatman. At the current moment, we're not taking any sponsors, but if you wish to support me, visit our website, hvlwell.net. We have the best flavored collagen. We have unflavored, peach mango, and our newest flavor, strawberry lemonade. If you need a new supplement routine, if you struggle with skin hydration, or if you need a better form of a collagen product, check us out. And also, we offer personal training service and virtual health and life coaching. And at the current moment, we're at the Panoramic Brand Studio, best podcast studio in Houston. All right, we have a special guest with us. She is a mom of two. She is the owner of Vibez Candlez, an interior design specialist. Welcome, Kirbie Jones.
Thank you.
All right, girl, how you feeling today?
I'm good.
Finally got you on here.
Finally.
You are the third female I got in here out of all the testosterones.
Finally.
It's hard to get women on here for me. I struggle with it.
Well, I mean, we have our own fitness journey going on.
I don't know, man. I think it's just the camera, the lighting, being exposed.
Yeah.
It's just...
I know. That's how I felt. But this is me. This is what you gonna get.
Oh, yeah. So,
like it or love it.
So, Kurt, before we start, people like to know, like, how we met. So, can you tell us the story how we met?
We met in high school. We dated in high school, y'all. We dated in high school.
Oh, boy.
That's years ago.
Dated in high school, kept up with each other.
Yeah.
Back and forth, and I don't know, just mature, and we're still able to have a good relationship to today. And she doing great things outside of, doing like candles, different things, entrepreneurship, and also raising her two kids, and also sustaining a healthy lifestyle outside of that. So she's doing a pretty good job, and also she's, we kept everything pretty civilized between us and matured and just grown.
Good friendship, long friendship.
All right, Kirbie. So I've been noticing, I would say back in probably like about 3 years ago, like how did you like get into, I seen you post like candles, and then at first I thought you represented somebody else about candles, but then I looked up, you making your own candles.
Yeah.
Like how did that start?
So it started during the pandemic when COVID first hit and we had to stay at home, and during a particular relationship I felt like I was lost in, and I needed to heal from that. So I know for me, healing and peace brings like a clean home.
Right.
And I like to burn candles when I'm cleaning my home. And of course, during the pandemic, everything was shut down, so I could not burn candles, So I was like, let me just try to make a candle my own. And I went on YouTube, did some research, practice, bought all the stuff with the little money I did have left. And I tried at least twice, and I couldn't get no scent out of the candles. I even sold them to friends and family for like $3, and they was like, no scent at all. And I was just like, I want to give up, but I was like, nope, I'm not. So I did it for the third time, the charm, and I finally got it, and then I just stuck with it, and it's been like a healing journey for me. So I make candles. I like doing it.
Yeah, they are pretty good. I didn't try it out. So how did you know like what form of container or like the steps or like the smells? Like
I didn't. I went on YouTube and I pretty much looked off of, like, it was a video of this woman, I forgot her name, but she was just making a regular candle for a friend. And I just looked at her steps. And that's how I finally got the base part about it. But I could not get the scent. So I went in and bought some more products. And the second time I watched more videos and I Googled some stuff, because candles, it's science, it's chemistry. You're mixing oils and stuff together in a sense to try to, make a stronger scent for everyone. And I finally got it. But I honestly didn't know. I just went with the flow. And I was like, what looks cute? What's me, what fits me, what am I, doing at the time, and that's how it all came about.
So that's pretty cool. So what are some of the like scents that you currently have, or the scents that you had in the past?
That's interesting that you bring up the past. So people who have been, or like the customers who've bought from me since day one, I noticed that I get like a lot of emails, messages saying like what made me, you know, transform into now scriptures. I used to do like a lot of crystal work, and like I thought it was cool to do sage crystals. So I used to put that into my candles, and I used to go based off on that, like fertility and stuff, like all of those candles that I had. And then that is my past. And now I'm doing spiritual, like scripture
based
based on my candles. And the scriptures basically come from what I feel like in the Bible, what touched me the most.
Okay.
And so I just implanted them on the candles because that's where I'm at in my life now. I no longer pray to crystals anymore. Now I'm going strictly to the Bible, and I'm reading scriptures and I'm understanding it. So my journey is different from what it used to be to now. And yeah, I'm doing scripture-based candles now.
I think that's pretty cool. So you have the name of your candles on there, then the name of the scent, and then you have a Bible verse on there?
Yeah, I do.
That's pretty cool.
Every name on a candle is a Bible verse. Okay. So I have Matthew, Jeremiah, all of those things, and then I have like the scents, and that's pretty much how it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what scents do you have like currently right now?
My customer's favorite is this lavender linen. And it is a Matthew verse as well. That is the customer's favorite. They love it. So I have lavender linen. I have pumpkin spice, of course, because a lot of people love that for the season.
Right.
But I have Jeremiah. I have First Corinthians.
Oh boy, I know these scriptures.
All of them have different scents. I have lavender linen. I have musk. I have sandalwood.
That's a popular one.
I have Frankenstein, and I have a lot. Cedarwood, like, yeah, it's a lot.
How long does the process take from like start to finish, like making one?
I would say at least about 45 minutes to an hour.
To make one?
Yeah.
Dang.
So I'm a home-based, I do everything in my kitchen. So my kitchen, after cooking, or if I'm not cooking on that day, it turns into my lab.
Uh-oh.
And so
the meth lab.
I melt the wax, the soy wax, in a pot, of course, and then after that is melted to a certain degree. I can add color into it if I want a colored candle, and then that has to melt in there as well. And then afterwards, I have to let it sit to a certain temperature, and then that's when I add the scents in there, and then I have to make sure that is mixed to the T. So it's just a lot of process going into it, and then afterwards you got to let it sit for about an hour so it can go back into a solid transformation.
Right.
And then I'm decorating them. So I have like lavender seeds on there, and I have like some lemon slices or some rosemary.
Oh yeah, so I know she has some stuff in there. I was like, okay.
So then I go into the whole decorating mode, and then applying all the stickers, cautious stickers, and everything like that. And then the packing
put
up.
that together.
Yeah.
Dang, that sounds like a pretty much a lengthy process.
It is. My son, he helps me a lot with it. So yeah, the sticker part.
The sticker part. Does he help you like choose the scent and stuff, or he just help you just put that together?
Sometimes like when I'm trying to figure out what scent I want to go for, because I don't just buy my scents from a store and be like, okay, yeah, this smell like pumpkin spice. I actually make it. So it's a process. That's why I say it's science. So we actually make it. So we make our pumpkin spice. So up in there mixing a lot of things together, nutmeg and all of that into it. And then I'm like, smell it. Do you like this? And then he'll be like, yeah. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, we're going to go with this. This is pumpkin spice. This is our pumpkin spice.
Oh, wow.
But it smells like pumpkin spice candles, you guys. Like, it's not like it really, we actually work on that really hard to get those.
Get the sense of that, yeah. I'm sure you do. Well, I'm sure you've been doing it for a while now, a couple years now, so I'm sure you pretty understand the process and a lot cleaner, a lot smoother now.
It's definitely not easy. It's easy to just go to the store and buy candles than to make them start a whole business. Right. And it just seems like a lot of people, when they get into it, they think, okay, candles is gonna sell, but it's not, because what's easier, going to the store or ordering online and you can't even smell the scent. Right. So yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely like a process. I noticed you did a little bit of interior design too. Yeah. Like I know you did that. I know you do that on the side. Like how's that process? Like getting in? Like how'd you even get into it?
So I like decorating my own like I stayed in apartments, houses, whatever. I decorated to the T, and then I go back and I post it on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, they were like, "Oh my gosh, I wanted you to do my place." And my first client that I had was a friend of mine, and she was like, "I see your apartment. I want you to come and do mine." And so I was like, "Okay, I'm excited." I just had my daughter, and I was like, "I'm not working, so let's go see what it's about." And I go there, do my own consultation with her. Of course, bring her my candles for hiring. I
wish you would have brought them today.
Yeah, I know. So then I go through the whole consultation process, and we go over budget, and it takes, the whole process of finishing a room to mini rooms is however your budget stretches out to. So if you feel like you can give this amount of money that day to put up on this piece of furniture or whatnot, then we're going to do it that day. But, sometimes it takes a lengthy process, and some people, they like, I'm going to pay it all up front. Here it goes. Here's my card. Now go and swipe it for whatever you fit. It's my design.
Damn.
And I like those. That's free. That's, you giving me the free
range of motion.
Yes, exactly. You trust me, so I go with it, and they love it. So. Oh
wow.
Yeah.
So how was that process with your first client? Like.
With my first client, it was easy because she's my friend, and so I feel like with her budget, totally understand. She actually worked from home, so she had a little space while I was working in her apartment. And if I say, "Hey, I gotta run to Home Depot," I just ran to Home Depot.
Okay.
But she was really good working with. It was times where she had to travel and she left the key, and by the time she came home, it was already done.
Oh wow, so, that was nice.
Yeah, it was. So it's good, but then it's people who I don't know, and it definitely was challenging in the beginning because it's people that I don't know, and some of them come across as men, or and sometimes they want to just get you in there just to see like how I look, or if I could possibly
how you look,
get on a date or something like that, and then they pay the consultation fee, and then I never hear from them again because I don't give them the time that they actually want.
So they ain't really come there for like business. They just seen like how good you look and be like, I'm trying to set up.
I did that one time just because I was new in it. I did it one time, and I felt like it was a waste of time. And at that point, I was like, yeah, I'm doing a consultation fees for now on. Because at least, even if you don't go through with it, at least I still got paid for my time and effort coming out there to look at your place.
Right.
So, yeah, now I take consultation fees.
Oh, yeah. It's like trial and error, ain't it? Figuring that out. I noticed one of the designs you did like a whole like back porch or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a patio. It was... I don't know, shout him out, Big Though. So he's a Houston DJ, had a radio station, everything. But I did his patio last Thanksgiving, and from start to finish, and he loved it. I actually attended the party, and it was really good.
Oh, you had a party out there too? Oh, wow.
And the people were coming in, and we were doing the last minute touches, putting the pillows where they need to be and everything, and people were still coming in. It was like, you did really, really good.
It was kind of tore up the first. I seen it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but he's such a dear friend. He's so nice, understanding and everything. And he gave me the creative design to actually go in there as well.
Put it together.
Paid up front and was like, hey, I need your spice into it. So I did it, and it was really good. It turned out really good.
So have you always had that creative nature, or like when that happened during like COVID-19, like you started to be more decorative because we was all like closed in?
I guess you can say that, but I feel like my eye in interior design came when I was pregnant with my daughter. Because a lot of the things, if you look at my old styles and how I used to dress and how I carried myself, it was far-fetched and it was a little bit out there. And now I became this huge minimalist person. And it's like...
Not minimalist.
I am. Like this room right here, could be me. Like I'm like, okay, this is simple. Maybe like a quick picture, like right here, it'll be fine. Right. And then a centerpiece. That's it. But
yeah, like a little plan or something.
Some people they go overboard. They're like, we need plates right here. They go overboard. And I'm just like, I'm minimalist. So I think that's where I kind of got my creativity from. And a lot of people nowadays are very much so minimalist, and it's a lot of people that are not, Yeah. But I'm able to give a taste to each one of them. But I know when it comes down to my style, that's me. I'm a I'm a true minimalist. Like,
same
yeah,
here.
I'm a black and white
Oh
person.
man, that's definitely me.
Black and white.
That's definitely me. I don't like all the color. I like stuff simple. I don't like complicated stuff.
Yes, exactly. I mean, it could be complicated, but yeah.
Oh no.
It depends on what type of complication it could be.
I don't know.
A lot of color is a good color.
I guess when you're relating to kids, that's it. If it ain't relating to kids, I'm simple.
Yeah.
But I notice also you do a lot of cooking too.
I do.
So like, is that like something that you love doing? Like
I
cooking?
like doing it. Because I'm a very family oriented person. I was just discussing this with my boyfriend too, because I feel like that's part of my love language. I love to cook. I love to
you do all the time. You've been cooking for life.
And take care of people. Yeah. And I'm going to be honest, like my cooking has not always been great. Like my son will tell you that it's no, mama, it's not good.
What you doing?
Exactly. And then as I get to practice and then have my biggest critic, which is my son Zion, I just learned, I was like, let me just do this of like my flavor, my taste. And I'm very much so a spicy person. Everything must be spicy.
You're not spicy. Oh man.
I am.
Trying to test my stomach up.
In a way, in a good way and in a spicy way. I'm a very spicy person.
So you be putting hot sauce on it like
it's
this?
It's not hot sauce. It's just a spice seasoning. I love that type of things. But I like making just food that is just really good for the soul, or just food that you could just share just for like a bite to eat or something like that. I just got into vegan and everything because my boyfriend, he's vegan sometimes.
Not sometimes.
We ain't gonna say that.
Oh man, he half and half. He don't know what he's trying to do.
So I got into vegan and it's good. It's really good. So it's different. I've never done eggplant before, but I made the best eggplant parmesan. Like, it was so good.
Eggplant parmesan?
Yeah, you gotta taste it.
I don't know.
And it's a little spicy too.
I pass. I don't do really too spicy. I'm not a spicy person.
I have it on my website, Kirbie Jones Interiors, and I have the recipe on there. So if you wanted to go and learn how to make eggplant parmesan, you can go on there. And
eggplant parmesan. Mm-hmm. So you have it on your Interiors website?
It's actually eggplant parmigiana, but keep it simple for us.
So are you kind of going vegan or what?
I do sometimes too.
So,
but I like protein. Like, I like to make sure I get some meat incorporated into our meals. So, meat, carbs, and a vegetable. Right. Then I feel like we're set. Like, that's my normal meal every night, pretty much.
Oh man, I'm so bland.
I know.
Yeah.
I've seen you just eat like ground meat.
Yeah.
With what is it? Spaghetti sauce.
Yep. I'm playing. I'm a type of person. I eat the same shit.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm not a cooker, so like I eat like meal preps that I get from my buddy that makes them. And so I probably eat like the same 5 meals unless I go out to eat. Unless Sabrina cook.
It's Sabrina cook. Yeah.
Other than that, I'm like I said, I'm black and white. Like, cause I'm big on like me. I eat food for energy, and I eat food because it makes me feel good and maximize time out my day. I'm less big on like productivity. So like I try it, but like for example, I like long as if the same food haven't messed me up yet, I'm gonna keep eating it. I'm not gonna deviate from it.
I get it. That's how I am at like some restaurants. If I'm gonna go to a restaurant, it's gonna be something that I know. But I mean, and I get the same.
They be like, you gotta try this. I'm like, I'm probably gonna stick to the same.
I'll let someone else try it and like let me have a piece.
Yeah, that's it.
And then that's when
I'm not buying it for mine.
Yeah, I'm not about to waste my money on something that I don't like.
I'm like, man, I waste. I don't even like this. I'm wasting like. Oh hell no! I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad at myself for listening to the other person.
But at the same time, at restaurants, you can just be like, I don't like this, and then you'll take it back, and you get what you want.
I don't know. I'd be afraid they ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause they be like, spend so much time on this. They be like, nah, we gotta at least pay half of this. I'm like,
no.
But nah, that's pretty. So, do you meal prep or do you just like?
I do meal prep. Last weekend, I meal prepped. I made turkey meatballs with some brown rice and green beans. The other one was like salmon, avocado.
All spicy, huh?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking because you say everything's spicy.
Sometimes, not all the time. The salmon, I mean, sometimes I bake it, but I like to air fry a lot. And the salmon in the air fryer is great because it's crispy. It's like, he understand. So it's crispy, it's good. Then on top of that, you just put it in there for 20 minutes and go on about your day. And then come back to it, it'll be done. Cause
I'm sure. So do you meal prep for the week or just for a couple days?
For the week. Because I work so much. Yeah. So I really don't be having time to just say, I'm getting off at 7 and then I have to come home and cook.
Oh, no, that's terrible. That's terrible.
With 2 kids and a huge, the house,
So how is that balance with, like, you know, you do candles and then I guess you do interior design on demand, somebody reach out to you.
Yeah.
And then, like, kids, like, and fitness. How do you balance all that? Like, how you make sure you don't fall into, like, a deep depression? That's probably the biggest thing. I'm
going to be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't balance it. Anything could come up at any time. And I feel like people go into depression or go into, like, you know, having anxiety because they're trying to follow the plan. They're trying to follow, you know, what their schedule is for that day or that week. And it doesn't go right. But for me, with having kids,
especially full time,
I'm 10 years into this at this point. I have a 10-year-old. So with having kids and a 9-to-5 job and side businesses as well, and trying to be able to maintain myself and make sure I'm healthy and make sure I'm good mentally, spiritually, all of that, I just go with the flow. Every morning I wake up and I know that I'm supposed to just be at work. So I go to work and I give my time to work. Right. And then when I get off, if my son needs help with his homework, then I give my time to him. And then the 1-year-old, she running around,
oh man,
you know, chasing after the dog and stuff like that. Then I have to make sure I watch her. And then after that, you know, it's doing it all over again. That's why I meal prep.
Oh yeah.
And then when it comes down to the candles, I pick a day that I'm off, and sometimes I never know when I'm off working in a medical field. So if I'm off and I know that I can at least give about a few hours to it, I make a full batch. Okay. I don't just make one at a time or make to order. Waste. I just make a full batch and let those candles be, and then do some quick content, and then I start posting. That's how I pretty much do it, because I've done that before, and I feel like I was driving myself crazy with trying to be perfect on the schedule. And
it's kind of hard when you have both of your kids like full time. Then he goes to school,
and it's so easy. I think a lot of people go and they look at these videos on a billionaire and they say, "Wake up at 5.
Oh hell!
Make sure you do this, be like this, and think like that, and stuff like that." It's so easy to say, like, "Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that." And then when you get into it, knowing you've never done that before, you're gonna stress yourself out, go into a whole depression mode, and it's just not gonna be good. So
it's almost not realistic based off like what your current schedule is. Then you gotta reevaluate to a billionaire schedule.
Exactly. Like, even though they say that they start off broke and that's how they start off, but it was hard for them, and maybe for them it's not for you.
Everybody's journey is different.
Don't have 2 kids. They didn't. You know, like, it just. You know,
everybody's journey is different.
Exactly.
And everybody's schedule is different.
Exactly.
And you got to figure out like what works based off your schedule and try to find like some wiggle room. Like, basically, pretty much try to find whatever time you have at the end of the day or whatever day you can pick or when you're off to work on your candles. Other than that, you don't really have too much time to work on them.
And everything is a priority too, because you give the most to your priorities. I feel like for me, it's my kids. But when they're at daycare or when they're just gone for the weekend, you know, that's me like putting something else into, you know, where they were at in my priority schedule. So now I'm focusing on my candles. Now I'm focusing on doing this podcast with you and stuff like that. And I put myself first, you know, and then when they return back Sunday night or Monday morning, then my priority is them. And then when I go to work for 8 hours, 10 hours, because that's how it be, then I have to make sure I'm physically, mentally there, because it's medical. Like, these are people, these is people lives, it's blood and everything like that. So I have to make sure I'm there, you know, at my job. If not, you know,
your mind be all over.
Yeah. And that's how I stay sane, and having good friends and family and stuff like that. And yeah, it works for me. That's how I balance it. We're not balancing it.
When you have, but one thing back on the balance topic, you know, having a balance is really hard when it's like the whole goal. You want to get to a balanced schedule, but you got to be unbalanced to get balance.
Yes.
So that's why I would say that's the biggest thing about like being unbalanced. I listened to a podcast. I was like, that makes sense, because you right now most people are unbalanced, but they're trying to get to balance. But you have to be in a space of being uncomfortable, unbalanced, and then try to figure out how can you get to a more structured and balanced state. Yeah. Based off how everybody like put it. So I would say mine is like between balance and imbalance. That makes sense. So some things like my fitness, healthy lifestyle, that's balanced. But when it comes down to the business part, that's where it's get unbalanced. Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So like certain parts is really balanced, and the other parts is like I'm working on getting that balance. But it's like finding like a balance and a structure behind it.
And some people say you gotta make sure you put 100% into each one of them. Like for you, I'm sure it's like your job, and then your health, lifestyle, and then on top of that, yourself and your family, and then your girlfriend, like showing up as a boyfriend and all of that. All of those things, they say put 100% into them, which is correct in a way, put 100% into them, but you cannot balance all of them out at one time. No. One thing is just gonna have to, sit aside, and that's where priorities come into, and boundaries and things like that. I feel like if you prioritize certain things that means the most to you, then you don't have to worry about not giving 100% to them. They're always going to feel secure, safe, understanding as well, knowing how your schedule is. And yeah.
It's a mouthful, ain't it?
It is. So, because some people wouldn't understand it. Like, I am much more happier than being unbalanced than trying to fit into this whole, today's world thing. Right. I have to wake up at 5 a.m. My child must be talking at a certain age or walking at a certain age. My son, he must be, doing sports at this time, or I'm about to be 30. I have to be, complete with my life at this point, right? But it's like, no,
it's not realistic.
I'm not about to stress myself over that and fall into depression, and it's not. It's
a lot of society pressures.
It is. And it's like, it's okay to be unbalanced. It's okay to, just.
I feel like we are a little bit unbalanced to a certain degree that people want to admit to it or not.
Yeah.
Because you got to think about it. You don't really be having time. Like you may get a text, you want to respond to somebody, and you forget about them.
Yes,
that's unbalanced.
Exactly.
Because when you think you're supposed to text everybody that day, but it's like you're so imbalanced. You focus on this, you focus on that, and then you don't really have too much of a balance.
Yeah. And I feel like that's why it's just best you got to have the right people in your life to be able to understand that. Because we're all going to grow up at some point, and we're not going to be going out every weekend. We're not going to be, there every time you call about something that has happened. I myself, I have a family. So my friends, they do understand, like, okay, now I have a whole family. Kirbie can't go out every weekend like how she used to. Kirbie can't, just pick up the phone and we hang out like how we used to. I can't just go and say, like, let's go have brunch, because I'm like, no, my kid needs shoes, or, I got to make sure that those things are handled first. And you have to make sure that the people that are around you, your family and friends, they actually understand that, because if you do not have those type of people around you, you're going to fixate your mind on making sure that they're pleased so you can keep them around. And then you're going to forget about yourself, your life, of your type of balance that you have going on. And here you are. Now you got to throw your friendship in your unhealthy balance part.
Oh, yeah. I created like a little toxic between y'all two.
It's just, you got to make sure you have the right people around you.
And also have the right friends that's on the same level as you are.
Yeah.
Of understanding of where you are.
And I always kind of question that too, in a way, because.
So you question that?
Yeah. Because what if, I know it's just I'm still trying to learn that too. What if your friends aren't on the same level as you, you still love them. You still want to make sure you're there for them and kick it with them. You don't want to just throw them off the side because, you know, they're not where you at in life or whatever. And maybe I feel like I've been in a point where I tried to push my friends, like, do this with me, learn this, you know, explore life in a way. And they're not there yet. Yeah. So how do you still... I'm making this my talk show.
Hey, I was like, she been asking me questions.
How do you like how can you know like which friends actually cut off because, you know, they're not following, I guess, your lead, and make sure that, or, you know, you're trying to make sure you keep that friend that is not in your lead, like, because this is the person that you grew up with. This is the person, you know, long-time friend, and you don't want to cut that off because this almost as if it's a sister to you or a brother to you.
Give them less time.
Give them less time?
Yeah.
How?
Well, the thing is, you just don't mediate so much time with them. Like for example, like when you look, like Jasmine, like your friend Jasmine. Like, yes. Y'all been knowing each other for a while, but somebody else because she understands how you are, y'all been through back and forth with each other. But when you have somebody else that don't understand because they want to kick it, but it's like, nah, my kids got a birthday party this weekend, and by the time we get back, I'm gonna be tired.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I ain't probably want to go out that night. You know, you want to have, if they don't understand that, it's because they're not in the same position as you are, or they're just not understanding, or they probably just don't want to understand. Yeah. So even though you've been friends with them for a long time, you still want to keep up with them, like check on them and stuff, but that's probably at the most until they get to a point of understanding of where you are. Yeah. And that's just all about just respect.
So you give them less time.
Less time. That's it. Like, I have friends like that I just check up on them, send them texts, maybe some birthday, you know, happy Merry Christmas.
If
Happy
you
New
really
Year.
Think about it,
That's
because
it.
If you really think about it, if you continue to have these people stay around, and they're not on the same level, then you're gonna continue to stay at that same level. Yeah, you don't want to be feeding to because they say the people that's closest to you have the biggest influence. Yeah. So if that person don't have the right influence on you or helping you grow, it's like you don't want to give that person too much of your time. And I done got really good at that. You just spoke to me today. That is something.
Yeah, I'm really big on that. Like having like a solid like team around me, like of just that's what helped me be able to grow and keep moving. Like having like people that's going like higher than I am. Or even some of my clients, you know, that's making a couple, just like Miguel, photographic, Keith, my meal prep guy, you know, he's making over 100K a month as meals. I've been with him when he was making stuff in his kitchen. So like he's a person of influence. And also a guy that's helping me like with my ads and stuff. You know, he's making like 5 figures a month off of this. So when you see all these people that's around me, it's like it makes my mind think on a whole different level. Yeah. And then also some of my clients that drive like private jets, and I hang out with them. And so it just makes my mind think like different, not small. So when I hear somebody that's talking crazy, it's like I can't even entertain it. Yeah. Or like they don't understand. I don't even entertain. I just be like, okay, you're right. Yeah. Because it's like I'm not gonna go with it no way. Right. So it's like I don't even waste my time trying to go back with a person that's not on the same understanding. Yeah. Wow. And that's it. Because the thing is, when you up here, not saying like up here you better than them, but the understanding, it's like you can't even sit here and just waste your time going back with a person because they have no lack of understanding. Exactly. None. And it's like you just give them less time, maybe check with them every now and see how they're doing, but at the most, that's all you can do. Yeah. And just pray for them.
Right. Pray for them.
That's it. Because you want to make sure you delegating your time, because at the end of the day, that's all we got is time. Yeah. And we got a limited amount of time. And why waste it? Why waste it on that? That's why I say you just want to make sure stuff that matters. Yeah. Focus on what matters. Like your kids gonna be there. They always gonna need. You only got one mom. Yeah. You know, and also what you're trying to provide for them, and also what you're trying to achieve in life, like real estate you're trying to get into, your candles, all that stuff takes time. Yeah. And you wasting that time going back and forth with that person.
Is wasting time.
It is. You could be. It's almost like you can be reading a book, listen to a podcast, or working on your candles while you wasting time with that person.
I think that's why, you know, our friendship has always stayed in a line for so many years, because even when, and that's why I respect it so much, because even when I don't hear from you, probably like a month or two or something, you just pop up and be like, hey, just want to know how you doing or whatever like that. And then we get to talking on the phone about things. Oh, I see you doing this. And I'm like, yeah, I see you doing like the podcast. I'm like, I see you doing this, or I see you, you know, and I feel like it's no like, well, I haven't heard you from it in a minute, like, or I'm gonna decline your call because we don't talk, you know. It's healthy, you know. We understand in each other's lives like where we're at, and you know, to giving respect to where we're at and who we're with and the type of family that we got going on, and we'll chop it up. It's no bad blood. It's nothing to, you know, just be upset about. We just, that's what I call adulting, to be honest. Like, no one should get upset because we haven't talked in a long time. Like, Christmas cards and stuff like that, those are gonna be a given. You know, you're still in my group. If I have a wedding or something, you're still gonna be invited. It's just I can't talk to you every day. I can't feed into your energy every single day or every moment that you
and that's okay, because like as you get older, your responsibilities increase. I just part of being an adult.
Responsibilities increase.
Responsibility increase. Then also you gotta make some time for yourself. So you do some time for yourself. You don't want to be on the phone. You want to be like kind of
because I be like, I get on the phone and I get lost. Like the other day I went to the car wash and I'm on the phone and I'm like,
forgot what you're doing.
It's not even forgot. I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, I could have been done washing my car. Like, I'm on a time frame, but yeah, I'm sitting on the phone talking to you because I like to clean my car myself. So I can't get out and start vacuuming because I'm on the phone with you. And that be irritating me. So yeah, time. I know.
it is. It's just important. Yeah. So how is like your fitness routine?
My fitness routine, I'm on and off. I'm gonna be honest with you. So this is why
like a roller coaster.
I meal prep. I can definitely say like my eating habits are great, but when it comes down to being in a gym every day or every other day, I've kind of this is where priority lies, because
I'm listening.
When it comes down to me pouring into my business, me pouring into my 9 to 5 or the kids and stuff like that, it's kind of hard for me to, you know, say like, I'm going to go to the gym right after I get off, because now I have to go home. I have to cook. I have to clean. I have to get them ready for bed and stuff like that. So I can't just go to the gym. I'm not that mom and even if then I can't leave the kids home early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, to hurry up and go run to the gym. So I'm running up and down the hallways at my work, you know, anyway. So that is my fitness right now. But going to the gym or trying to do some type of exercise.
Probably at home, probably your best bet.
It would probably be my best bet. But then while I'm at home,
that's hard.
I'm still doing stuff. And by the time I'm finished, I am
tired.
Yes. So, I mean, that balance, that whole fitness thing, it's there, but it's not there right now.
Like it's like you're at a different phase in your life right now.
And it's a good thing too, because once I get in the gym, I'm in the gym, and I don't know if everyone knows, like when you work out and you build muscle, you have muscle memory. So once you go back in there and you're trying to build your muscle, it'll get there quicker than what it was before you did not have muscle. So if I'm going for or trying to achieve a look, like in February, I plan to do it big for my birthday next year because I'm turning 30. I'm going to make sure that this body is bodying for my 30th. But, you know.
In October.
Be quiet. I still listen. November, it still looks good.
You got 4 months. You got 4 months, girl.
I can make it happen in a month.
Man, you turn 30. It ain't that fast.
So listen. If I take one of the things away to pouring into myself, and I say like, hey, you know, I'm gonna make this batch of candles. That's me pouring into myself. I'm gonna take this batch of candles or whatever and make it. And so the rest of the next month, I can just work out. I can use that time where I'm usually making candles, and I can just work out.
But your schedule already tough though.
It is.
Come on now, let's be realistic. You're gonna need at least about 2 or 3 months.
Well, good thing I have a trainer as a boyfriend. We can get out there and run some laps.
Take the kids out there, let them carry. Hold your daughter, and you just run. Let's go.
Yes, exactly. So I mean, it'll work out when it's ready to work out.
Yeah. Well, you say February, right?
It's gonna get there. I'm good. All
right.
Body is good.
It's getting there. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not. You
ain't got too much to.
I'm not a bikini person, anyways. A good one piece is good for me. I'm still a mom at the end of the day.
And then plus you're minimalist. Minimalist.
Yes, exactly. I don't want to be showing too much.
Oh man, you don't want to do all that. That's pretty much over and done with.
Exactly.
So how would you say like you manage your stress? Like healthy stress. Like how you manage stress?
I pray a lot. So within these last 2 years, my journey, you know, walking this lifestyle with God has gotten stronger. Whenever I feel like a certain thing or a person is stressing me out, I literally look to Jesus. I fast a lot, and that is what block out all type of.
You say you fast?
Yeah, I fast a lot.
Okay.
And spiritual fasting. So I fast a lot. So that is what block out a lot of things that may be stressing me out. And that's how I manage my stress. A lot of people say like, okay, yeah, it's easy to just go and say a little quick prayer, but it's how you're praying and do you have a relationship with him?
Everybody's, some people say that you can't say that because everybody's relationship with God is different.
Exactly. Everyone's relationship is different with God, but that's what I'm saying. What is your relationship with God? Like, are y'all close, or do you just hit him up whenever you
hit him up when it's a 911 call?
Are you know, like, is he on this level or are you on this level? What we were just discussing. So how close is your friendship, or you know how you're trying to get with God? Because I mean that plays a huge role into your stress. If you feel like, you know, all of these things are piling up on at you at once, if you have huge amount of faith or just a small mustard seed of faith, that's not going to bother you as much. And when you overcome it and it comes back again, you can use that part of where you were in your life to go back and say, I did this before. This should not be stressing me out, you know, and go on about your stressful or stressless day, you know. So I pray a lot.
Pray a lot? Yeah. Is that one of the is that just one of the main things you do, or do you have anything else you do outside of just praying?
Before then, like I said, it was making candles, because that has always been,
probably clean up your apartment or your house.
Cleaning, yes. I feel like, because if one thing I have noticed, if my place is a mess, that indicates that my life is a mess.
I done said that.
I have, listen, now that me and my boyfriend is living together, it's different, because it's like I have to, why you got that towel on the floor? And then while I'm working and stuff, so much stuff is going on, I don't be having time to clean. And we have had this battle out by saying like, hey, should we get a cleaning person, like hire a cleaning person? We did, because I work so much and I am much calmer, I'm much nicer at home if the place is clean, you know. So if it's dirty and messed up or whatnot, I can't function. I can't function. Exactly. I need it to be clean first. And so cleaning, listening to worship music, burning candles, making candles, my stress level goes down when I do certain things like that. Yeah, especially the house in order, burning candles. So yeah, you're right. Yeah. But definitely praying first. That's what I go to first. And then afterwards, let me go ahead and pick up these clothes and mop these floors. So yeah. First, gotta get your mind right. First, yes, you gotta pray. Mind. Yeah, mind is the powerhouse. Get your mind right, everything else becomes easier. Exactly. But that's why I always say, if a person don't have the right mindset, don't even waste your time with them. Yeah. Right. It's true. Right. But like, man, they don't get it, so it's like, don't even. Get your mind right first. Get your mind right first, then pray about it. That's a good way to put it. But it's good. But it's good you got strong in your faith, and I'm sure that made things a lot more clear for you with your clarity. It does. Yeah, it has been. It's a much easier journey, but at the same time, it's not gonna be easy if you don't know what to do. If you're just now starting off, it's really not, because you're going to try to, things are going to knock you off of that pedestal where you feel like, oh, I could just hurry up and go pray, it's going to be fine. No. You're going to have some things that challenge you. That's going to be the tests and trials and tribulations that you actually go through. And depending on, how strong your faith is, that is what's going to overcome and surpass a lot of things. Right. You definitely got to have a good faith, and, because if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for everything. That is true. And whatever. And I've always been open-minded to some people's religions. And I feel like the people who at least stand for something, at least they're more so of a clearer mind. But the people who just out here, they really don't got, they're kind of confused, no morals, no nothing. That's the chaos. That's half of the chaos that's in the world right
That,
now.
that's what usually make it hard for me to rationalize with certain people because of when they don't have like a moral code for themselves, or they don't stand for nothing, or they just their understanding, they just so close-minded to things, like instead of looking at things from an open mind for another person's point of view.
Yeah.
Because you never know, because your point of view may be different from mine, but at least I can be open to hearing what you have to say. It may end up changing my perspective on something. But it's kind of hard to rationalize with people like that. That's why I know some people say I be stuck in my ways, but I just have my core friends. I let a few people in, but if they don't have a similar mindset like mine, I don't waste my time.
And it's been times where I like be questioning you. It has been times where I'd be like, well, what did you do? You know? And then getting the understanding of the whole picture and why you did it, and this is how you think as well, then it becomes a lot
You just
clearer.
always give a person a chance.
Yeah.
Like the chance to do things or fix things right, or hear their point of view to understand it. But sometimes it's just like you just can't do nothing with that.
And you're definitely not the argumentative person.
Oh, no.
You always, that person is going to talk more
than you would ever say. I'm always show my actions before I go back and forth.
Because as soon as they even say one sentence, you already articulated in your mind how this is about to go and how this person really thinks. And then at that point, you just like, all right,
I'm thinking like, okay, I let a person get through that whole little spiel. And then next thing you know, sometimes people be disrespectful. You try to talk and they just cut you off. Like, okay. Yeah. All right, cool. I'll let them have it. I'm thinking, I'm going to let them have it. I'm going to do what I need to do anyway.
And that's how you always been. I've never seen you jump out of character.
Oh, no. I don't go back and forth with people. I'm just going to handle my business. I'm going to show you by action. All right, cool. That's what you want? All right, cool.
Exactly.
I'm going to cut your ass off at the end of the like, you don't know this your last time talking to
me. Last time. I'll let you make it.
That's it. But yeah, as we come to a close, Kirbie, we got to let you try one of these collagens out. Yeah. You know, I know you done tried this one out.
I want to do the strawberry.
Strawberry?
Yeah. I want to try
strawberry lemonade, huh?
Yes.
All right. You got to take the top off. I know you like the unflavored one.
Yeah. I like to mix it with smoothies.
That's my least favorite.
That's your least favorite?
Yep.
Why?
This one?
Because you don't.
I like the.
I mix it with smoothies and everything, like how
I do mix it with smoothies.
Yeah, and you still don't like it?
I like it. I like the flavor because it makes it. I like flavor, to be honest with you. It's definitely. I don't know. Like, I know most collagens they just have like unflavored, and so like I feel like I need to change it up a little bit. Go shake it up pretty good. I feel like I need to change the game up, having more flavors. Yeah. So I do got like 2 more flavors that I'm.
This is one that I have not tried, so I'm excited.
Have you tried the peach mango?
Yeah, I have. You send samples.
Oh yeah, I did. Oh yeah, I did. But yeah, I got like.
It's just, and that's white too.
Well, the reason why it's white because I don't have that artificial coloring in there.
That's good. That's what I'm about to say. That's really good. At least I don't have to worry about it.
That fructose and sucrose in there.
This is how I know it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah. Let's see.
Uh-oh. Hope you shook it up pretty good.
That's good.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun. Dang, still drinking it.
This is good. It's good. Like, honestly, it really is good. I thought I was about to say something. But this is really good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm surprised. That's good.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. So usually, my daughter, that's her favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
So instead of her giving her like maybe like juice to have like a lot of sugar, I usually give her just collagen. Collagen and maybe like greens or something like that. Like
you got another one of those here?
No,
because I was thinking, I was like, I know you be giving it to your daughter, and I was like,
oh yeah, she drink it because I don't really give her juice like that, and so I give her something like a healthier form.
And that'll be good too.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot better. But I don't know. She have multivitamins, and so I give her greens and
the multivitamins are good.
Yeah, cause I want to make sure she's healthy, and so she knows. She see me taking mine, and she be like this.
Yeah, she's so cute.
Oh yeah, she definitely adapted to the healthy lifestyle. Yeah. She helped me make my smoothies
and be there at the gym with you.
Oh yeah, she was doing
with the customers.
Yep, she be doing She did walks this last week. She was helping one of my clients push the box.
That's cute.
And then I don't know. I just introduced her to the lifestyle I have, and then eating wise, eat the same thing I eat. And I know sometimes my mom be feeding her, and she see what I have on my plate look a little better.
Yeah.
And she be like, I want to get out. And then next thing you know, she come sit in my lap, and I gotta share my food.
You have a really huge influence on her, but not just an influence, like a phenomenal, because she actually I see her like following with you, like doing every single thing.
Oh man, she followed me everywhere.
You're good.
She be getting in between my legs. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I just try to be more present than I see like some of these other fathers that's not present, making excuses.
And it's not just, I went to go buy some Nikes and here's a picture of us.
Yeah.
Like, you really be interacting.
Yeah, I be interacting. I do a lot of behind the scenes work with her. Yeah. So it's definitely, I don't know, because I feel like it's such a stigma on black men. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like, I don't know, just do a little better because, I don't want her to have that daddy issue. Like most women have a good lot of daddy issues. So I don't want her to have that.
And you're teaching her good things, like a healthy lifestyle too.
Yeah, healthy lifestyle. Yeah. We do our reading. So
y'all not just eating McDonald's.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all actually. That's what I like. That's cool. That's
you ain't gonna see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kirbie, where can they find you at?
Okay, so I have 2 Instagram pages. One of them is Kirbie Deanna, Kirbie. Deanna, no spaces, all together, Kirbie Deanna. And then on my candles page is Vibez with a Z, Candles with a Z. So all one word as well, Vibez Candles. Also,
I'll be putting everything in the show notes for Kirbie's personal page and business page, and also her website. So you look in the notes, you'll be able to find everything. Yeah. And also, thank you guys for tuning in. Look forward to seeing the next one.